Yeah.
Do I have a gavel? I feel.
You do have a
There
gavel.
is, in that little thing over there, there's
I
a
think I
gavel
brought
now.
it here.
What's his name made that, Ted?
'Cause I-
Ted, he works for the work-off program.
Yeah?
And he
Really?
made this for you,
Oh,
a gavel.
I have another one.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
That'll hit the table.
It's 6:35, and the meeting's called to order. The Town of Hubbardston Council on Aging. See if we have a quorum. We have we have
Six, yep.
six members and the director. Why don't I say the prayer here? Loving Heavenly Father, we come to you this hour. We ask for your blessing and guidance in the matters at hand, and ask that you would clearly show us how to conduct our work with a spirit of joy and enthusiasm for the betterment of our brother and sister seniors here in Hubbardston.
Amen.
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 Thank you, John.
If I had a better voice, I would have sang, make me a blessing,
Blessing,
because
yeah.
we sang that in church
Yeah.
last week, and that'd be a good theme song for the
Yeah.
Council on Aging.
Yes.
I need to be a blessing. No. Why don't we
Yes.
Review the minutes.
do the minutes of the last meeting?
Okay. Our last meeting was on March 16th, 2022 at 6:35 p.m. Present were Chairperson John Nason, Vice Chair Flo Purvier, Secretary Mel Shaughnessy, Board members Nancy Afonso, Bill Livka, and Bonnie Cunningham. We had a guest, Ted Sexton. Claudia was present via phone. Not present were the Treasurer Ken Horvath and Pat Lamoureux. John Nason began the meeting with a prayer. The Secretary's report was presented by Mel Shaughnessy for our February 9th, 2022 meeting. Motion to accept bills, second Flo, motion passed unanimously. Treasurer's report, there was none last month. Director's report, there was none, but Claudia did join us and we did talk. Old business, update on deck project. Nancy indicated we need a written estimate from Don Berthium. Nancy stated the proposal would likely be for $25,000 to $30,000 for building supplies and materials. CPR class is being coordinated by Nancy and organized with Judy O'Donnell. COVID update, masks are optional at this time. New business, the yard sale. The board decided to table discussion regarding the time for our next yard sale. Serve Safe. Flo indicated she would be taking a Serve Safe certification class this month. Bill volunteered to head up a trip to the Worcester Woo Sox. I put Red Sox, but it's Woo Sox this season. Our next board meeting was scheduled for April 20th at 6:30 p.m. Motion to adjourn Mel, second Nancy, and our meeting adjourned at 7:38 p.m. Respectfully submitted.
You've heard the reading of the minutes of the previous meeting. Do I hear a motion?
Motion to accept?
Motion's been made and seconded by,
Motion second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None? Unanimous. Thank you. Treasurer's report again. None?
Okay, I have it.
You have it, good.
I have it,
You
okay?
read that?
So in our supplies account, I got the balance from Kelly. I got an itemized thing because Ken and I are working very closely with this year, and it's working out very well. So we balanced to the penny on everything. So
Wow.
that's a wonderful thing. So on the supply account, we have a balance of $265.67. Now keep in mind, we have to use all this by June 31st. On the service account, we have a balance of $1,262.60. That's for the services. Now, I called Kelly while I'm on these two accounts. The town gives us $5,000 a year, 25 and 25, okay? In services and supplies. So, since our supplies are out, we're spending more on supplies than we are on our services, we still have 100 and, which our maintenance fee for our printer should go on this. But anyways, we'll do that next year. So we are able to take some money from this account and put it in our supply account so we can get prepared for next year. For any office supplies we need, or any paper goods, or anything we need, we can put it over on here. I just called Kelly on that, because Ken asked me to. So yes, we can move some money from there over to there, which is a good thing. So we can, take care of that. So
And
that's that balance.
For June 30th, we could do that.
We have to, before June 30th.
Before
Like,
June.
I can email her tomorrow. We have to decide how much money would we like to move over to that account. So, for me, I would say we'd wanna, huh?
Can you repeat the
Did you get this?
Yeah, the balance
Oh,
for
it's
the,
on here.
Yes, it's on here, Dell.
the balance for the supplies is $265.87.
Second page.
And the balance for the services is $1,200.67. $1,262.60. So we could make a motion to move some money over there. How much do we wanna move? Do we wanna move $800 for now? That would leave us $400 in here. And then when it gets a little closer, we could move more over.
Right.
But if we wanted to vote on that, we
You
could
have
do that.
to, you have to zero out both accounts by June 30th?
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
And it's
the thing-
easy.
I think the thing to decide is, what do you need the most, and what can you zero those accounts out? for most
Well, we
effectively?
need more on the supplies, our office supplies, we need our paper for our printer, we're all out of that, we could use a couple cases of that. Our paper goods, if we needed paper goods, coffee, we can use coffee, yes, we always buy coffee.
Are we planning a
so-
float this year for the parade for Memorial Day? Are we getting supplies for that?
I don't know if the Council on Aging is doing a float, got two going for the veterans so far, maybe three. And the singers are not gonna have one. The Golden Ages are gonna have one. I don't know what the Council on Aging wants to do. I don't know.
We
so-
can talk about that under new business.
Under new business, yes. So if we wanna make a motion to transfer the money over, I can call her tomorrow. But we should make a motion,
I
and
make
it
a
should be in
motion.
the minutes.
But can I ask a
How
question
much?
first? Any questions?
Yes, yeah.
Printer servicing, is that here somewhere? The printer? Have we already taken care of the money
We
for the
should not
printer?
be, he told me that was free. Because it's in the maintenance.
So we've already taken care of the printer,
Yeah.
our part of the printer thing
Yeah.
for this year?
Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody was in here working on it last week.
Right, but that's part of our agreement, I
Maintenance
guess.
agreement?
Yeah. So what about, Charles Gray? Do we owe the art teacher? Are we gonna owe him more money into this one?
No, another maybe $120. So you'd leave that one there. I mean, you
Okay.
wouldn't zero balance this out yet, but you would.
Right,
move
right,
this
but
over.
I'm just trying to think what would still be under this one.
Right,
So
right.
the 120 would be enough, okay, so.
Yeah, and he's already paid up till, May
May
21st.
So
So it'd be one more month.
No, wait a minute. Anyways, we probably have to pay him one more time before.
Yeah, okay.
And he's going in for a pacemaker, so
Right.
Oh,
I don't know, Charles is. So do we have a figure, you think? We don't have a lot, and don't forget, if we had to move it back, we can. Say something unforeseen came up and we said, oh geez, we gotta move this back.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can.
We still have a May and a June meeting to do anything like that.
Right,
you know.
and I know they picked up pie plates up here, they paid $100 for them, you know, but they donated it to us. But there
Who's
might be
that?
something, huh?
Sue
Sue.
and Lorraine got some glass pie plates,
Oh.
right, yeah.
And they donated them, yeah. So,
So you want me to make a motion for 800? Does that sound good, or you kind of threw that? number
Good
out.
to me.
Sound
How does the
good?
board feel about that? What do you
Yeah.
think?
What is it?
But you can always move it back. if
You
you
can
so
always
desire.
move it back if you need it.
If that's where we need it the most, and
Okay,
800 from.
so you're making a motion to move,
Yes, I'm making a motion, move 800 from the
service.
service account
to
over to the
supplies.
supply account.
I'll second.
Do I hear a second?
Yeah.
Bonnie?
Bonnie's taking it.
Seconded by Bonnie.
So I just might need a call.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None? Unanimous? All right.
Okay, okay, so the next account is the gift account, and I meant to go on my thing to make sure we match, but Ken went over everything, and everything matches to the penny. So in the gift account, we have $24,728.97 in that one. Moosehorn Hill just gave us a $100 donation,
Nice.
so that was nice. The formula grant, we got in our grant money, which was $7,776. Now, I thought, since this was the census year, you know, that was the census.
Yeah.
That if they say every 10 years, and we were $12 a senior, it was supposed to go up.
Mm-hmm.
Because we have twice as many seniors than they did. We had 600 and something when they gave us the grant here.
Right.
Now we have over 1,000, but they did not go up.
Yeah, they didn't account
They
for
did not go up. So, but that's what we got, and you know, don't look a gift horse in the mouth.
Right,
Right.
right.
We're happy with it. So our balance there is $3,838.17. So, I think we're gonna work on the stipends for this here. And plus we have the volunteer dinner we wanna do, luncheon or dinner or something, we wanna do that. We get $16 per volunteer to take you out to lunch through this formula grant.
Wow, that's pretty nice.
So we'll have to figure that out, where we wanna go, what we wanna do, and who we're inviting. The GFA grant for the newsletter, they gave us $1,500 from GFA, and we have $874.50 left. We're definitely gonna do more, we're gonna cancel out the newsletter that we're doing, that's in black and white, we're gonna get rid of that company.
Okay.
He sold it to another company, and they haven't really been doing a great job. We have to give them a 3-month,
No.
notice. And we're gonna go with Monty Tech, and we're gonna do extra color this time because it's for Memorial Day. We'd like to do 150 to 200 newsletters in color this Memorial Day because we wanna make a statement. We want them to know, you know, to send them out nice rather than black and
Yes,
white.
yeah.
Just to let you know, and that would cover that would bring us down to like 2 from 8 is what, $600, or six something like that. So that's what I have. Is there any questions on the report?
The color copying, the extra, is this what that 390 is on the last page? Was that for the extra color
For the green,
copying?
for the toner?
Yeah,
Now, I don't know,
well, no, not for the tone,
yeah.
Well, whatever.
NBA toner, 1-year contract for color.
they said
That
just a
should not
bill.
have come out, well, it's newsletter, but that really should not have come out of that.
Oh, right.
The 390 should not have
Right.
come out of that, and neither should the toner, now that you bring it up. Yeah. Those two should not have come out of that account.
They should have been out of supplies, right?
Supplies. Yes. That
Because
should have
that's
been
our
out of
regular, it
supplies.
wasn't just the newsletter.
Right, that should have been out of supplies, because that was, everybody used the color and the toner and. I don't know if I can call Kelly and switch that over. I'll call her in the morning to see what we can do about that, because that really shouldn't be underneath our GFA contract.
Well, is it a
I mean,
huge
I guess
deal?
it could be if it was
Right, I mean,
Does
we
this,
do use it for that, too.
we do use it for that, but this is, you know, for all year. So if we wanted to move it over, we have the money to move it over to this other account. See what I'm saying? And that would leave us with a little extra money in the newsletter for Monty Tech.
Does that have to be used up by the end of June too?
Now, that's a good question. I have to ask Kelly on that. I'm not sure on that, because this is a grant.
Yeah. Doesn't have anything to do with the town budget, right?
No, I think it's a grant that we got, I don't, but
Right.
see, the formula grant we have to use by June.
Because that's coming out of the state.
Day.
Yeah.
This is from the bank, so I think we just keep it until it's gone.
Yeah, I was gonna say grants
I
like
would think
that.
so. I'll
It's
check
like a
with
gift,
Kelly.
I mean,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You just keep rolling along till you run out, you know. or
Right.
get- oh.
Mm.
Well, Claudia, we'll leave that to you to talk to Ken about and get that squared away and
Okay.
whoever else is involved.
All right, I'll do that. Any other questions on the treasurer's report?
On this grant, the newsletter,
Yeah,
it's gonna regularly be $100 a month, or not in the summer, right, we said? Cause they're not.
because they're not gonna be here in the summer, so
So
we
who's
might
gonna do
have
our
to do,
summer?
so we might have to print our own newsletter here. I don't know if we can or not,
So
I
you
don't
may
know.
need more ink that should come out of that account.
Mhm.
For
Right,
those
we
two
come out
months.
of this,
So maybe you can just leave what's here, and then
yeah.
take in the future.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It
Since
doesn't-
we're
Yes.
gonna-
Yeah.
Maybe
doesn't
just leave it.
expire at the end of June 30th, it just
Right.
keeps rolling along, yeah.
Yeah.
But irregularly, it's $100, but this, you say
Well,
May, it's gonna be more.
it's $1 per copy.
So May, it's
Mm.
gonna be more.
Yeah, so it'll be 200. If we get 200
Right.
copies, it'll be $200.
Right.
$1 per copy.
And when this runs out, you could hit them up for another grant, you could ask politely for another grant,
Yeah, yeah.
or
We'll
just have to do the newsletter out of.
I think we
another
can
account.
apply to keep this,
Yeah.
see what they say. We'll see.
All right, we'll take the,
Motion to, what are we doing with
To,
this?
oh, yeah, accept this.
make a motion, I would entertain a motion that we have a vote on the treasurer's report.
Oh, we're still on that.
Yep, that's all right, I'll,
Second it?
yep, second.
Who first?
Whoa.
Thank you.
All right, next up is the old business. Update on the deck project. I think I know
Oh,
a
wait,
little
is it the
something
deck
about
project
that,
or is
yeah.
it the outreach efforts? Oh,
Where are you?
Outreach efforts.
is that us?
Yes.
Okay, Donnie Berthume, well, I called again today. John, as you know, he went to bat for us last week, cause I wasn't able to go. So he went to bat for us to try to get the money, so we could have part of that money for the deck. But of course, we didn't have the plans that Donnie said he was gonna give us. And we've been calling, it's supposed to be here now, she said that even if he brought it over here, but I've been waiting for it all night, it hasn't, not here yet unless it came while I'm sitting here. And I'll check that too. But, she also wanted me to know that he put in a bond for the Hubbardston Senior Center, Donnie did, and they're waiting to see if it's gonna pass for money for just the senior center for $25,000.
Whoa.
So,
Wonderful.
I mean, he means well.
Mhm.
You know, it just, I don't know why. I told her, please, if he does not want to give us that, do this for us, let us know so we can go another avenue.
Exactly.
So right now, I still have nothing to report,
Well, I
except
do.
that he got a bond.
We're in the next round, which is in July. That's when another series of COVID funds are gonna be released. So I'm hoping we could get them something
Yes.
a little more concrete upon, maybe woodsy.
I like that.
Claudia, who did he request the bond from? The legislature?
I guess, wherever they get
I
bonds,
would
I don't.
say the same as that $500,000
It's not here yet.
bond that Senator Brewer put in for us that time. That's
Yeah.
how we got it.
Penny
I'll
by
just put
penny.
request for.
So we won't know till they're doing the budget, I guess, now. And we should find out before too long whether that flew through the legislature or not. Has to go through the House. Well, first, it helps if it's in the governor's budget,
Yes.
and then we'll see what happens.
So I
We
don't,
really didn't have much to tell them. I tried to tell them that we needed. This is probably the smallest senior center in Massachusetts. I haven't ever been in one smaller. It
Yeah.
used to be Princeton, and I think Princeton has a bigger one.
so Nancy got the plans for the, for me, and she had them blown up, because I know the septic is a problem. But John and I are out there looking too. That damn septic is like almost right in that road, right there.
Oh, wow.
The septic tank,
Yeah.
you know, and the chambers. And I think that we can look and see where the pipes go out, and see if we can make this happen.
Well, is that a
Okay.
septic
Somehow.
system that's actually hooked up?
Says septic tank,
I thought,
it's gotta
I
come
thought
out.
I thought it went down below.
I thought it went all the way down
Yeah.
68.
When they.
Oh,
moved
yeah,
in,
it does.
It does, yeah, because it's, over here is where they dug up and put the pipes. I remember because they dug up right next to my land. They went all the way down and then they cut across.
I didn't think that was a tank.
See
I thought
this?
those are just pipes.
See, this is the
I don't
school
know
right
about it.
there.
Yeah,
Your house is over here, right? Here's your house. So, I don't know, I know
Is
this
that
is a
just a
septic
dummy
tank,
system that's there
This is a-
because it was there before?
chamber, whatever.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is your
all Not an
septic
issue.
tank.
It's not in-
road, isn't it?
This
I
is the
thought
I think
so.
we all
road.
should bring shovels to our May
This
meeting.
is the road. See, this is a parking lot.
Out there, we all shovel until we
But you get
get
this
something.
line here
That's
too,
right.
it's the same
You
thing.
have to call dig safe first.
No, we do this at
right next to my
midnight.
house.
Really? So then
Yes, I
if it's
did.
over here next to your house, that's fine, it shouldn't be
Yeah,
here.
because it went right down the whole section.
So it
but it's
shouldn't
On the
be,
other side of the drive?
Yeah, well, because I had a problem with them. They said the water wouldn't go in my property because water goes uphill. The little Chinese guy, and I says, I don't think so.
Him and defy the law of gravity.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
sewer, okay,
That's the way it was
baby,
in
so,
China, I don't know.
Flo, look. Okay, so here's your septic, it goes like this, see? Sewer force main connect to piping and property line. So it goes from here to here, up here, around here, and down the road.
So they have
The
another
dumbest thing
side
I've
of
ever
the
heard in
fence.
my life.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then it went down Main Street.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, but it's
Yeah.
coming out of here.
Oh, it's gonna
See, it's
come out of
coming
that
out of
road.
there, and here's
I
coming
wonder
out
why
of the
they were so close to
school,
that house then.
septic here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's coming up here, now that's silly.
Mhm.
Wow.
Cause they were digging over here.
Who were the
Yeah.
engineers on that
So,
project?
if you see it, but I think there's gotta be a way that we can throw a temporary, if you wanna call it, this is temporary, we can throw a temporary deck maybe. I don't know. But anyway, we have the plans, we have, at least we have these, we can take with us and, you know, they can explain more things to us, I guess.
Yeah, because I
That's-
didn't realize the tank was there because I
I really
didn't
wanna
remember.
kind of explore this a little bit
Yeah.
and make sure, I mean,
Well, it might be a good thing to
Make a
get
difference.
this squared away once
Yeah.
and for all.
yeah.
I don't know why they didn't go the other way,
Yeah.
right next to the school. That was stupid.
Beats me, beats me. That's all I got on the deck, guys.
Okay.
I'm still waiting, I'm sorry, still
Oh,
waiting.
It's all right.
Well, from what I remembered at that ARPA meeting that I came to, they have got, from the ones that they accepted, they have enough to distribute, you know, all the money is right there.
There wasn't any left over for our project anyway.
Nothing
Because
else.
they're getting the other half now, or something.
They-
Yeah, but
getting
they
it?
already
Allocated it?
allocate,
Yeah.
that's what we're thinking.
I
They're
mean, the
gonna
fire
allocate
chief was here
that.
putting in a bid for, I think, an ambulance and a pumper. They said he might get one, you know.
Yeah.
Probably not two, I don't know if that,
Right.
Elderly
that was
doesn't
on
get it.
TV.
No.
That thing that the
Oh.
Don Berthing put in for those, you know, with the bond, it just says for the Hubbardston Senior Center, it's not
Hubbardston Senior
specific,
Center,
period.
specifically for the Hubbardston
But
Senior
period, it
Center.
doesn't say what we're gonna do with it.
Nope.
That's what our last check said.
But the,
Yeah, I
the
know.
problem is
We
we
could do
have
that.
we have our place so nice, we've gotta think of something, we gotta somehow,
Yeah, somebody would do.
I mean, if they don't let us do a deck, maybe we can do a nice patio, which I
Right.
hate the idea because I don't want those stairs.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't want
Yeah.
the stairs to
No.
go up and down, I guess you could put a ramp,
We have to have a ramp.
but then you have to have a ramp, you got the ramp, but it has to be so long. So
Yeah.
you can't just go that way, you'd have to have the ramp
You
all the
only
way
go
down
up so
there.
much a foot
and then
every
over
10
there.
feet.
That's right, it has to be up to code,
To
yeah.
work with, there's no property here,
I know,
you know, there's nothing.
and where
here.
else are you gonna, I mean, this is our senior center, this is what we have, I mean, love it,
That's
it's
right.
lovely,
We're
but,
really space constrained.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
yeah. So anyway, that's my story about outreach.
And you stick it.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
thank you.
Okay, moving on, CPR class, you briefly
How about
made
Barn?
mention, huh? Yeah.
What's he looking at?
Yeah.
I'm on page two.
Yeah, no, it's not on this one, John. Next one is, the
Aren't you
plaque.
looking at your agenda, John?
Yes,
Right.
no, I don't have one.
Yes,
Oh.
you do. But here's one,
Okay.
here you go, I'll give you another
We're
one.
not gonna,
hon.
the
Another
chairman
one?
was.
Yeah, I know, he's only the chairman.
Yeah,
Yeah. Why
So it doesn't
should
really specify
Should
old
be
business
memorized.
or new business.
it just says
Make
business.
it up.
Okay,
I? All right,
I'll put the deck as old.
Treasurer's report.
Bonnie's plaque is where
This
we're
is
at.
old.
Bonnie's plaque is,
When
Next step.
is this, I've spoken with Diane once, but I haven't gone any further with it because you sounded like you were going to be including Walter, and I didn't know whether it had broadened out to be a volunteer thing, so I'd like some clearer directions on just what you
Yes, I
want.
understand that, Bon.
Yes, yeah.
I understand that, and I think John and I talked about that, didn't we? Talked
Well-
about whether we should.
Include
about
Walter, yeah.
Including Walter and.
well,
we had
somebody
some-
here on the board mentioned at the last meeting that,
Mm.
what about Walter? He's done
He
a
was
lot of
very
work
good
around
too,
here
yeah,
for years.
he was very good. So I have a thought. So I'm gonna do the volunteer luncheon or picnic or whatever I decide I wanna do for my volunteers.
Mhm.
Maybe we could invite them and do something special
Make a presentation.
then.
That's
Maybe we could
perfect.
just do a
Mhm,
plaque.
It's going out, they're gonna hear about it anyway,
Mhm.
down there.
Well, they could cook the hamburgers and hot dogs.
Yeah. But I think we could just, I know, I hope they're not listening, don't be listening to this.
Yes.
But I think we could maybe do something at the volunteer. We don't know yet what we'll do. We'll talk about that in private. What we'll do if we,
Yeah, like
to
a
honor them or
commemoration,
to
yeah.
thank them
Okay.
for their services or whatever. How does that
Just
sound?
Give me a clue.
I think
Even
that's a
something
great
a little
idea.
bit simpler.
Mhm.
You know, if we could find out what we could give them or something, make it a little bit simpler so you don't have to go through all that work.
Yeah, even like a gift card or something out to
You could do a
you,
gift card maybe.
something
But
that they would
I
use.
cannot use the formula grant to give them a gift card.
Right.
Okay.
No, that would have to be something maybe we could all just chip in.
Mhm.
I don't know.
That'll be fair.
Yeah.
So that would be a fun thing and a nice card. Thank you
Right.
for you. All right, so I'll get back to you on that. Volunteer dinner. We're not gonna do a chicken barbecue because we don't have anybody to honor. We don't have anybody, I don't know any outstanding person. It's kind of funny after all the years, you know, you used to have these people that were so dedicated and they did so much and like Charlie Clark and, you
Hmm.
know, I mean,
Rosella.
Senator Brewer was very good, we honored him one year.
Gigi, yeah.
Yeah,
We've
you
had
know.
COVID for 2 years. so-
Can I give you a
Yeah, but I
little-
mean, even before that, we didn't have anybody to, I
I'll
don't,
give you a little update. Last week, there was a meeting of the Friends. I was here for the meeting next door. I was also here for, I thought for a meeting at the Council on Aging because my calendar and
yeah, we had it
Okay.
wrong in the
Yeah,
newsletter.
but anyway, but I'm glad I came early, because there were two ladies here. They looked like they were just retired recently. One mentioned that she was a grant writer, great. And the other lady looked like she was in business or worked for a business in that area. And they had come into the senior center. And the night they came, they almost left because they said they couldn't find out anything. Whatever time they came, it was the wrong time. And I'm saying to myself when I went home, that's a communication problem. I always like to listen to people, and, you know, and you find out sometimes where your short failings are. And I think we need to have a meeting once in a while, and it could be for your meeting in the beginning of the summer, of the Golden Ages, the Friends, and the Council on Aging. And let's talk about
A
things.
joint meeting.
Yeah.
Oh, like they're doing with the town.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
town,
yes, I
which
have
we're
this for
calling.
everybody too, well.
Yeah,
yes,
that's
sir.
coming up.
So
That's a good
I
idea.
really think that's needed, you know?
So we know what they're doing and they know what we're doing.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
And they're all
Brainstorm
Plan together.
contributing to financially and work-wise to what's happening here.
That's a good idea.
So I think it's something we need, and we need to do it every once in a while,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know?
I don't know if the Friends are doing anything for Memorial Day.
I don't know, but we'll find out.
Yeah, we'll have to check on that.
Yeah. So I thought that's what came out of that meeting. Sometimes, you know, you're in the right place at the right time. And I just heard that. Said
Oh, those ladies came for an evening? An
they came to
evening?
join the Friends.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
You know, they wanted to know what the memberships were, et cetera, et cetera. And apparently couldn't find out too much the day they came. I can't speak to that. I don't know what went on. I didn't have my hearing aids like I don't have them in tonight either. So I was over here and they were over in there. So. But I'll ask my daughter Karen next time I see her. She's busy. Just what the conversation was. But we had a talk after the meeting, another day, and Karen and I said the same thing. We need to have these kinds of informational
Yeah.
meetings of the
Merging
organizations
together,
that
yeah.
really help out here.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
I think it's a good thing to keep the conversation going.
Sounds good.
So if you agree, that's something to think about, all right?
Yep,
All
we
right,
all
we have
agree.
to meet with them and see when is a good time.
so do you think that would be like a quarterly thing?
I thought maybe, but that may be too often, but at least quarterly would be 4 times a year. And,
Yeah.
and we
At
can
least
make it,
January,
it doesn't
June.
have to be
Yeah.
a specific meeting for that purpose. It can be something like this, the event you usually used to have up at the campground.
Oh, that's when we used to that's when we honored a town
It
citizen.
would be a good time to give out awards to people too, whoever they are.
The problem is if you ever miss somebody, the feelings get hurt, you know, and you
Yeah.
try to make sure you
I know
get everybody,
it.
and then you oversee somebody and you're like, oh geez.
There are so many
But
people, we're blessed with a lot of volunteers here.
We
You have a
are
great crew
very
right now.
blessed, yes, and I.
Small town, up to
It's I'm very blessed, yes.
Yeah.
But I don't think we're gonna, how does the board feel about doing that chicken barbecue?
No, not this year.
No.
Not this year, I don't,
It doesn't have to be anything that elaborate. I think the more time you spend talking to one another, the better off
yeah,
you're
we'll
gonna
do
be.
something, maybe we can have a little barbecue here or something in the summer, in the middle of the summer or something, maybe we can get together.
Get a
When it's
couple of
slower,
grills.
Right.
yeah,
Got it
we can
down.
get
If it's
together.
for information, you could almost just get away with having the chairmans of each of the 3 groups, just those 3, get together on a more, or
Well,
maybe at least once in a while.
The thing is, everybody asks you, and it's better if my board is here with us.
Yeah.
I gotta s-
Bless you.
God bless you.
Each group might have some other idea that they wanna talk about,
Yeah.
and if they're
Yeah.
not here,
That's true.
you
And then
know,
you gotta repeat it, oh Nancy, this is what went on,
Yeah,
and then you know what, I don't remember that,
then you're
whatever
going
happened.
all over it again.
And then you might
We're
have
gonna-
questions
we're
that
gonna
I
have
don't
an
have
all-
questions.
How many people on the Friends board?
I have no idea
Oh.
anymore, you know. I only happen to be here.
That's-
Look to
I
be
know
about,
Golden Ages has
look to
questions.
be about 8 or 10.
Members are on the board.
On the
Is this
board.
for the whole
Board.
membership or?
They're in a
boards?
transition right now. Some of the people on the current board are getting older with issues, you know. I did call Tom Posey yesterday and told him, you know, we're concerned about them, how they were doing, et cetera. And I told him, if you need a ride anywhere, I've done that for a number of years with people, taking them to the doctor's appointments or the VA or whatever. So, yeah, so
Oh, Sanderberry?
I asked Tom how he was feeling. He
She's a
said he
good,
was
she's
tired.
good, she's Mackinac. We've worked together for 13 years.
Meetings, yeah.
Yeah.
And how about his
Yeah,
wife?
she's very nice. And she gives you money for that too.
Talk
The money you
later.
make here with the maps, that's for the everything and for you, yeah. All right. Moving on.
Yep, we're moving on.
That's it.
Yeah, it's,
Townwide yard sale.
Okay, so townwide yard sale. Sandra Barry and I have worked together with this townwide yard sale for 13 years. We always pick the date, we always decide, and we've never had any conflict. We work together with it, it's always been great. Now we're having conflict between people in the town. They're upset because they want it before the Brimfield, whatever. And so I've gotten a few emails. Sandra Barry has come to me. We've talked about different things. I would like to have it in September. And I told them, June, we got our Memorial Day thing. We're doing a lot of work for that. And I'm focusing on that. I can't 2 weeks later or 3 weeks later start planning a yard sale and doing all the work and all that. I'm tired.
Mhm.
So I said, Sandra, I'm tired, and we can't expect all the seniors to jump aboard too. They get tired, and then we gotta get organized and get it together. It's too much to do it in June because we have the Memorial Day. This is gonna be a wonderful day. We're working so hard to make it a success. I don't wanna jump on that. I don't want to do it then. It's too much. Sandra Berry is wonderful to work with. We had a date picked and we were gonna do it, but then that is the road race, and it's not Mel, but somebody else came to and behind my back started making some ruckus, and they don't want to do that because people can't go down Elm Street. I understand that's true. How are they going to get down Elm Street if it's going to be
only for
blocked
an
up?
hour and a half.
I know,
can't.
but they were all, because if you were gonna set up for the yard sale, I get it, okay, so we can't have that day. So, okay. So, and of course you got, what is that, field day is when? Is that in September? Oh, no, you have that event that Katie does, I don't know, is that in September or something?
Field days.
Yeah,
is
field
September.
days.
Field
Sort
days,
of a-
field day.
That's like the 12th, isn't it?
September is
Yeah.
field day, okay.
Yeah.
So we can't do it in September. So I feel that if we do it in the fall, we're gonna sell more boots, coats, hats, party
Christmas
dresses,
stuff.
sweaters. We're gonna
Christmas
sell
stuff.
Christmas stuff,
Yep,
Halloween
Halloween
stuff.
stuff,
We're
yep.
gonna sell a lot more of that stuff. And we're also, when we do the dishes, you're gonna pick this up and you're gonna say, oh, that's so pretty. I could put candy in that. I could wrap it, make a bow.
Mhm.
There you go, Mr. Mailman. You know what I mean? They're
Right.
thinking about the holidays and
right.
how they can,
Yes.
especially now, they can save some money because things are so tight.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm saying, okay, so we could do it Labor Day weekend, it's a little bit early, or we could do it the last weekend in September. But we want to do it before Rieta Ranch closes,
Yeah,
because you want to
the
get that traffic.
Yeah.
Absolutely, you want
Yep.
that traffic.
When do they close?
I think October.
Yeah,
End
yeah,
of
that's right, yeah,
October.
that sounds
The
good.
end of October? So we
Yeah.
could do the end of September. It's cool, not
Mhm.
so hot, maybe.
Right,
Sometimes
yeah.
you have hotter days in September.
Windy.
But it's windy in June too.
Yeah.
We've had tents blow over in June. I
I
can't
thought
tell
you
you how
were
many
talking about
times.
Labor Day though, because isn't that before or at the beginning of the Brimfield stuff?
Yeah, something about Brimfield. I should have
I
printed
think
out that
this is
letter.
Brimfield, there's either 2 or 3, and I think one of them is in early July.
One is in July, you're
Yeah.
right.
One's
Bonnie.
in May, July, and September.
Yeah.
Yeah.
September, yeah.
So September, what time in September is Brimfield, do you know?
I thought
No.
she knew, no?
I can Google it.
She didn't know that?
When is the
Brimfield.
Brimfield?
We can get that information for the next meeting.
Yes.
Yes, we'll check it next meeting.
Yeah.
Brimfield and.
Well, we gotta pick the, the
But
We
date
should
so
pick
we
a
can.
date, yeah. Whoops.
Brimfield.
It's right on.
Townwide yard sale, August 22nd, 28th, that's Brimfield, garage sale, antique flea market.
Antique flea market's what she's talking about.
Oh, I get such great service here. It's not coming through,
We'll have it for the next meeting.
but we should pick
But
a
we
We have
need
to
to
pick
pick
a
the
date.
date
Yeah.
tonight.
Or for yours.
so we can tell Sandra so she can, now she said to me, she said, Claudia, we have a couple of things we can do. she said, we can have the one in June, and then we could have another one, season dates. Mel, can you read that? Season dates. She could do one in June and do an electronic map. Not have a physical map, but do an electronic map, and people would go on electronically, get where they were gonna be, and people could have it. And she said they could just do their own. She said, or we could do a map, and you guys could do donuts and coffee and sell the map. Because we made some good money for her for the maps. I think we made over
Yeah.
$200.
Yeah, you did
And we
do
give
good on
that to
those.
the Rex, Park and Recs, and
Yeah.
she uses it for Flo's Parade and for the egg hunt, and,
Right,
you know,
right,
so
yeah.
she uses it, she has a small budget. So, we did do that. She said you could do that if you wanted to, but I'm thinking, I don't even wanna do that. I don't even wanna come here and sit for a day, you know, ours last like 4 days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday,
Yeah, yeah.
and we work like blue
Or we're
blazes.
dead by then.
Well, yeah, it's a
We're
five,
dead at the end of the
5
day.
day, it's
Yeah.
a 5 day
Takes a
thing
week
for
to
Yeah.
us.
recover.
Yeah,
You know, it's not a couple days.
And the
I
thing
know.
is, it's gonna be all kinds of people that are gonna be doing their own thing at their house.
Right, the
Mhm.
town
So
wide.
there's gonna be plenty of things, you know, attraction to make people come. It doesn't have to be this location and all our stuff.
well, we won't be
In
there,
June.
that will be a big disappointment to people, because they love, because we put on a very nice yard sale, we have everything
Oh, yeah.
organized, the prices are right, they pick
Yeah.
their own price, we don't ask any prices,
They love it.
so they love it, and we have a lot of stuff, I have 50 boxes in my garage, don't I?
Mhm.
We're gonna start storing, we're gonna have to ask people to start storing some stuff in their garages for us, because
Right.
we're not gonna have any room. But,
Right.
so she said we could do that, they could do, I have to call her tomorrow and let her know what days we're gonna pick. And if she wants to do it electronically in June, I'm thinking let them do it electronically in June.
I agree.
And we'll
Through
hop on it in
September.
September.
So what about Labor Day weekend? Because that's what I heard doing
Well,
last time.
I
So
had
9/6/22 to 9/11/22 is Burnfield. So when
That's-
is Labor Day?
That's that
Let's look.
weekend, the
I got
sixth,
the
that they
big
start.
calendar. Let's see what the big calendar says.
Because what Sandra was saying, because I was there when she was talking to Claudia, is that there are a lot of vendors that do Brimfield, and they want to come to
Pick up
sales
stuff,
like
yeah.
ours and
Stuff
pick up
here,
stuff and go with them.
exactly.
But
Right.
I don't really
And they take it to
necessarily think
Brimfield.
that's, because we've had it in the fall before. The last time we had it in the fall, was that last year, was
Yes, it was, yeah.
And we had it in the fall, and we made good.
We did
And
good.
so we
had a
can't count
beautiful
on these,
weekend.
yeah, we can't count on these antique things that are gonna,
Yeah, yeah.
I think that is
We're not
Labor Day
opposed to it.
I
weekend.
think it's
Yeah, but
kinda
what's
letting
the
the
sixth?
tail
Is that a
wag the
Saturday?
dog.
They can get
Right, I
their sales
like
from
that
other
statement,
house,
yes.
house things.
Labor Day
doesn't
weekend
count.
is 2, 3, 4,
And it runs
5.
through Sunday, the 11th.
Oh, so they
Wait,
start on a
wait.
Tuesday,
They start on
the
Tuesdays.
sixth,
The 6th,
Yeah.
so we could do
Labor Day weekend.
Labor Day weekend if you
We
want.
gotta find out how many people are around to help.
Right, I'm leaving on the 10th for that Branson
So-
trip.
You'll be around.
Wait a
So
minute
I'll
now,
be
so
around
we,
that
wait a
weekend.
minute now.
Pick up your
I-
clothes.
Now,
and
when
come
is the,
back.
when is the road race?
The 10th.
Okay. That doesn't look very good.
What's that Thursday, the first?
It's my book.
Yeah,
I
when
know
is
I
Labor
wrote it
Day
in here
weekend?
too,
Is
and I
like
wrote
the
it in
fourth or
here,
Second,
I had to
third, fourth, she
Oh,
said.
cross
I-
that out,
yeah,
I
yeah,
had to
yeah,
cross
yeah,
that.
yeah, no.
Pat, when are you leaving?
I'm not leaving till the 10th, till the 18th.
10th to the
The
18th.
18th,
We're going for
so
Labor
if it's
Day.
Labor Day, that's good.
So
Maybe
that,
the
so we
weekend
could have it
before
Labor
anyways.
Day, or we could have it 23, 24, and 25.
Yeah, wanna do a Labor Day? I don't know, what does
There's a
everybody
lot
wanna
of
do?
people out and about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Labor Day's
A lot of
like
people are around on
third.
Labor Day, they're traveling and they're visiting
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
relatives.
Yeah.
The only thing, reason
I
why
thought
this one, huh?
Yeah,
Because I think it's closer to the holiday season, that's all I'm saying.
yeah, I think.
And
the
people
end
are
of the
just
month-
starting to get back in school.
Both of
and-
them are fine for me. Yeah, I mean, and either one works really because
Yeah.
it's September, the Labor Day
Labor Day
weekend
weekend, you
one.
may not get as much, cause as he said, a lot of people go away. Last thing
Yeah.
for the season,
Yeah,
Yeah.
last before. well,
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's 1, 2,
School
3,
does
4,
start
5
before then,
days.
but-
so if we go, the 24th and 25th, we're right on the end, but at least we've got time to, what
I mean, I'll take
do you
anything.
think?
Okay,
Yeah,
I just think Sandra was pushing for the other one, but
Oh, Labor Day weekend?
She was? She didn't say.
Okay.
I didn't hear her. She said, whatever you wanna do, Claude. You know.
Oh,
She
Whatever.
wanted it before Brimfield and before the,
She said the
This
people
stuff.
wanted it, but she didn't really care
Oh, the
one way or the
people.
other. So the people that had called her, like Debbie King, had called her about it, and she also sent me an email on that. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
we can't have ours just because they want it to be the date that they want us to have it. You know, it's
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Well,
I know
it's
it's so
good to
high.
have the town-wide and ours the
Oh,
same
no,
day.
She's gonna have another town-wide, whatever days I pick, she's gonna make it town-wide.
Oh,
gonna
she
make
is,
2
oh,
of them?
okay.
Oh, really?
She's
no,
not-
no, no, she might have one in June. But no, she'll have the same ones that we pick.
Oh.
That works out better for us.
Well,
She'll
she
do a
also-
town-wide
She'll
here.
have a second one as well? in
She'll have a
June?
town-wide here. In June, she'll do it electronically, cause she said, I don't really care, Claude.
Mhm.
But she
Okay.
said she will, cause we were all set with these dates until we got into that little bit of a,
Yeah.
people were
Talking.
disappointed and, okay, so we can't make, and I told her, I don't want the town to be mad at me. I don't want these people to be mad at me just because I picked that day and they
Right.
want another day. So, we have the senior center to have a good reputation.
Okay, so
Well,
what's
we're
the
not gonna
date?
have the spring one, so I mean, that's when we usually have the townwide yard sale.
We have it either spring or fall. We've had it both.
We have?
We've had it both, yes,
Oh, yeah.
yes, a couple of
Okay,
times.
so whatever you
So
decide.
the-
Whatever, yeah.
All right, so
It don't
the
matter, but-
What do you think?
20,
Yeah, what do you think?
take a vote on it.
Yeah.
Who's in favor of the 23rd, 24th, 25th,
Of September.
September?
All right.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
All right, anybody have
Yeah.
any other ideas? Nobody else here already voted for that, so let's go with that date.
I think we should go.
No, we did, we raised our hand.
Okay, so-
So September
I just don't
23rd?
think that Labor Day would be a good time, that's all. I just feel that,
Uh-huh.
Can we talk about Memorial Day now? 'Cause that's gonna be a big deal.
Okay,
It's
it is,
turning out to
yeah.
be a big deal.
Yeah,
So far, we have 2 bands.
that's nice,
So
yeah.
we'll probably start
Picked for
setting
this
up
town.
one.
That's
Thursday.
really
Uh,
nice.
The Lions Club is gonna set up their wagon out here and everything's gonna be free for everybody.
You gotta be kidding me.
Spectators, and that's what I heard.
Really? Wow,
Come in.
they
Yeah,
are
and I
phenomenal.
met with him today, Tom Lassen, and I showed him where to put the truck and where we're gonna put it and how we're gonna set it up there.
Mhm.
And it was in agreement with that. We didn't have the police chief involved with us, but he seemed to think it would be a good idea where I told him. And did he get a hold of you, Tom Lassen?
Not
He's
yet.
gonna call you to see if he can use your electricity.
of course he can.
Yeah.
He always uses it.
Yeah, so that's,
I
he said, should I call or should you call? And I said, why don't you call? Rather I get in the middle person.
Don't have to.
You're gonna have an army platoon that's
You can have
gonna
whatever
march,
you want.
and
Beautiful.
I don't know who they are, Claudia, do you know the unit?
Of,
The National Guard, I think it is.
oh, I have it written on my stuff, I don't know.
All right.
But they got all the
Sounds like it's gonna
military
be a
vehicles
really
are gonna
big
be here.
parade.
Oh, is
Yeah.
that wonderful?
Yeah,
military
anybody can use
vehicles.
my yard, you know, if you wanna set up in the
Bands?
yard.
There's somebody coming, there's
Really,
a couple of
I could be
ROTC
there.
units.
Nice.
That's a bad
Somebody
day for
coming
me.
from,
What, September?
that has a lot of
Memorial
antique,
Day.
But you got the wreath. You're making
Military
the
vehicle.
I'm making the wreaths, yeah.
he wants to be part of
I
it.
finally
There's
found-
some
And you get
Geraniums.
the geraniums.
Yeah,
car show people
I finally
that
found
wanna
the silk
show their
for the wreath.
vehicles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done.
Of course, Bill Shea has got,
Yes.
Yeah.
a lot of those things.
Yeah.
And he's doing a great job promoting. It's gonna be broadcast live on WGAW.
Good, yeah,
We're
yeah.
trying to get,
Chronicles.
they're talking to some of the TV people in Boston, so we'll see what happens.
Good,
Wow, wouldn't that be
good.
great? Put Hubbardston on the map.
I got an
Yeah,
idea
well,
how I wanna set
it's a
it
big
up
deal.
outside.
Yeah.
Tables
They have
and
enough
chairs
money.
outside. It wasn't block
They
the
have,
road off.
they're cleaning all the monuments in town.
I'm gonna bring those long tables out.
Wow.
Oh, what's that?
And they've got a beautiful new monument,
Good.
and
Good.
it's gonna
I'm
be,
surprised if
it's
there's
gonna
not
be
gonna be-
a great thing.
We'll have to be
Town
making
It's
this
the
pride
ice cream
showing.
social here.
It's gonna be a lot.
I think
You know,
it's
if-
gonna be a great
We
small
have our
town
Memorial Day
event,
where people will
Yeah.
put theirs on.
you know?
I like it, yeah.
Memorial Day is
So
really
let's-
into the month.
We're gonna have a lot of work to do on that.
Mhm.
They may decide to change the program from a bifold to a trifold. I don't know.
Wow.
It's a little different approach, but we'll do it.
Yeah.
We're gonna do it, we're gonna have 2 floats, maybe 3 for the veterans. We got a busload of people coming out from Worcester, veterans, 30 to 40 of them coming.
Nice.
Um,
That's nice.
So,
Just telling Jim.
it's a lot of work, I think, and Bill Shea is amazing.
He
He's
is
an
amazing.
amazing man, he's doing a lot of work, he
Good.
has.
Not a veteran either,
So-
which I thought.
Not a
Really?
veteran, no,
Yeah.
but he was in the Marines, and he broke his shoulder. He was telling us yesterday. He
Oh.
somehow had an accident, and his shoulder got whatever, and they medically discharged him. But I forgot where he told me he was.
Quantico,
Yeah.
that's what he told me.
Yeah. So that's why he said, not that he didn't enlist and try,
Mm.
but anyways, so.
People get hurt in training.
That's it, that's sure. We get killed too.
So that's gonna take up, we're gonna be pretty well tuckered out by the time that's over, right?
Yeah.
Yes, because we have to organize the ice cream social.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask you. So how are you gonna do
So
this? You need
the
some people
Friends
back.
have donated $200
Wow.
for our ice cream.
Okay,
Who
wow.
did?
The Friends. They voted to donate $200.
pretty
I just
nice.
have to give them the
Did you know that,
slip. I
John?
pick it up and give them the slip.
Did you know
Mhm.
that?
No, I
You're
heard
the
that,
friend,
yeah.
okay.
So
So I
this will all
was,
be
I
in
didn't
cups
hear
in a
who
way,
did.
that might be
And
easy to pass out.
and that, it's gonna be, we're gonna get big tubs of ice cream.
Cups.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're gonna
okay.
need 3 or 4 people to dish it out. We're
Dish
gonna
it,
need
yeah.
some people here to put the sprinkles and the
Yep,
toppings on.
okay,
And then somebody to kind of clean up the tables as we go along,
right,
maybe.
right.
And then we're gonna set some stuff out there too, because we're
Okay.
gonna have a lot of
A
people
lot
gonna
of
be
people,
here.
yeah, yeah.
So we're gonna set up 8-foot tables out here. They can get their hot dogs, their drinks, and their soda and whatever, and she's trying to get tabletop pies too out there. I'll bring in my pie and say, put ice cream on it.
Gonna get the Girl Scouts involved maybe with helping us, or Girl Scouts?
High
No.
school?
I don't know how many
No.
there are in those organizations, no, not
Well,
that
they're
many.
helping at the pie.
They're helping
thing.
it there, but we want adults back there putting the ice cream.
Okay.
And you want adults here just kind of monitoring stuff.
Mm.
If they come, I said no kind of abruptly, but maybe they wanna come in and help clean up. You know, clean up and help us put things back and stuff like that. That would be
Well, I
great.
just saw, I know you're gonna be busy with stuff, I'm gonna be with the singers across the street, and a few of the other people, maybe Bonnie and Pat will be with the singers,
Mhm.
so we're
Yeah.
not gonna be over here immediately.
No, we'll
afterwards. I
lock
mean, we
this. This
can
will be
have-
locked.
Okay, I
This will
don't
be
know the
locked, and then
timing yet.
maybe I'll find somebody to come and just monitor it, you know?
Mm.
Well, what's the timing, do you know the timing of everything?
We
yet?
want, it's gonna start at 11
Of
and
the
we should be
program.
over about 1.
So on the program, like when you just want us to sing those,
Oh, I'll let you know.
but I mean, cause we might be able to come out, cut out early, if
Right.
that's not at the end.
No, it won't be at the very end, to put
Okay.
the poppies on. She's
Okay,
talking
that's
about
good,
putting the
good.
poppies
Okay.
on, and they're gonna sing each song.
We're
Where
gonna
is it?
sing
Where are they
the,
walking?
the anthems of the
Mhm.
various
Each
services
one,
that
right,
when the
yeah.
copies are being
Right,
put
right,
in.
so, okay,
So the singers aren't gonna be on a float
No,
in the
not
parade.
this year.
Okay.
because too many, we can't find out, we're probably trying to find a float, they
Yes.
need it for the veterans.
You need
Yeah.
The
4
parade should be
flowers
over
and
at, I'd say,
I told you
and the ceremonies. in the-
20, yeah.
in
So we
the,
have 5
park
monuments,
over
4
here.
in
It
each
should be
one,
over
so that'd be
by
20.
12 o'clock, I'd say.
Really?
In the Vietnam.
11,
If it
12.
starts at
World War
11,
One, World War
It's
Two,
only starting at
Korean,
11.
And
Huh?
Starting at 11, I was thinking more like
there's one
12:30.
more.
We'll
Yeah.
see.
We'll see how long.
World
we
War One, World
Yes.
War Two,
Excuse me.
Korea,
How
Vietnam.
do you think they'll
Well,
start at
How
the
depends
rec center?
detailed, how detailed the
Would it be
speakers
at the
are.
rec center maybe they'd start?
One
Where
big
would they
group
start the
we can do
parade?
it.
At
Yeah,
the
yeah,
rec
they
center?
start at the
Yeah,
rec
rec
center.
center, then come
I
down.
think we have to be
If you-
cognizant of the fact that
If
that's
you
a
can't,
family
you can,
day.
but if you can.
Yeah, right, exactly, the kids, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And-
Sure.
And we should try to
For
get
that, down at that place in
people
Florida.
off the park
Everything's wholesale.
by
They have
12 o'clock,
flowers, they
over
have-
here for an hour and a half, and then
Wholesale.
home, you know?
Right,
And
right.
pay next to nothing for that.
So Claudia, maybe we can, instead of, so if this is the front by the building of the church, if this is the church building, right? Okay, this is the church. And then usually the speakers are up here, right, the podium,
Yeah.
that lovely podium.
They're
being
rebuilding it.
redone.
They're
Tom
rebuilding
came and
it.
picked it
I
up.
was
Dow
gonna say,
Company's
you're safer with
rebuilding
a
the-
music stand.
Huh?
I was gonna say, you're safer with a music stand than the podium. Anyway, so this is where they usually stand, right? And I know a lot of times the speakers are up here and they put the singers up here one year and the veterans over here, whatever.
Yeah.
But if we have the singers over on this side, closer to the Christmas tree, you know, it's just a easier out and walk
Exit.
and exit. for
We
the
haven't
seniors.
gotten into those
We are
discussions
going-
yet.
Okay, well, I'm putting it in a little bit.
I'm going,
Yeah.
I'll let you know, we're going to go up there, next week. I'm gonna have a paper, and I'm gonna show them how we did it the other year. And now with the monuments facing this way, I think we need to be a little closer to the monuments a little bit and have the people be in the back up by the church. We should be a
Oh.
little closer to the monuments, I would think. I don't know, it's up to what the board wants to do.
And it's up to where, if you're gonna run electrical cords.
Yes, and we might, but we talked about that, John, I forgot, the guy who's gonna be, Brittany, the cable committee, they have something,
They're gonna set up, they're gonna film the whole thing, and I think
Yeah.
somewhere, I'm guessing, near the library, they'll be shooting.
yeah, but they have to have electricity, right? You have to
Yeah.
have electricity, right, young man? Do you have a battery type thing, or do you have to plug in?
We can do both battery and electricity. So
Yeah.
we
So-
prefer plugging in.
And I think she had mentioned something about plugging in the speaker with her, I don't know.
All right,
Okay,
we'll work that out.
Yep,
That feels done, and,
Like I said, we have enough to do
yeah,
for the Memorial Day holiday. I
So
think.
they-
Yeah.
yeah, and I will work, and I'll have to assign people to help with that ice cream social. I'll work around, I'll find somebody to make sure they stay here. I'll find somebody.
Now, has Sandra locked in a day in June that she's going to do or not?
I don't know, hun, she
You
didn't
don't
tell me,
Oh,
cause that wouldn't be part of me.
Right,
Because
right.
we're not gonna be a part of it,
no, I understand.
so she'll make whatever, and she'll probably work with the people that, whoever gonna do it, she'll probably work with them.
Bella, Mark would be good for them. Getting nice good social goals. He's
Mark
always
is
over there.
being honored, his name is going on
Oh,
monument.
you need to be up
Yes.
there.
Oh,
Never
yeah.
mind.
Because usually I
Never
am
mind.
the one that comes back.
So I don't know about the
That's why I was
Woosok.
quiet.
Yeah.
So this is the next thing I got a
Okay.
call from Gardner
Give one to-
Senior
yeah.
Center. And this is, I know that Bill Lipka, I think, was working with this.
Yeah.
I don't know what this is. Does anybody know what this was on my desk? All these dates and stuff. Is this the
Anyone know
Woosok's
that,
time?
Randy?
Yes, that was supposed
Whose
to be.
is that? Righty.
Bill Lipka?
I think it was Bill's.
It doesn't match up.
It
to-
doesn't match
It
up?
doesn't match up to the Blue Sox or the Red Sox in Boston. I
I
looked
have
at
no
both
idea.
schedules, it doesn't match up
Maybe he
at
had an
all.
old set?
I
an
think he
old
might
one?
have had the wrong year,
Yeah, he might have had the wrong,
because I made sure it was on
'cause I was
2022.
pretty
everybody
sure
get-
that was his, wasn't it? He wrote
So-
out
I
that.
think so.
She called me that Gardner is having a bus trip going to the game, and it has the date on here. Glasses. It's gonna be 11 o'clock. Let's see what date. 10. I don't know what the date is. I can't find it.
Yeah,
on here.
departure bus just says at 10
Yeah,
o'clock.
this is-
Doesn't really have the date.
She forgot to put the date on here when
Yeah.
the gates open.
Yeah, the date.
But the tickets are $30, and it will include a $7 ballpark credit. If anybody's interested in going, Gardner's more than willing to have you jump on with them, if we don't get ours going. But Bill's not here to discuss it with him, so I don't know what to tell you. I just got this from her, and I thought I would print it out and.
Right.
So this is not a van, this is a regular bus.
This is a regular school bus.
Mm-hmm.
School bus is gonna pick them up and take them, and they have to pay for the school bus.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Is that included in the 30?
$30,
The buses, okay.
yeah,
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a little high.
yeah, so that's included. The other, so that's the
Oh.
Woosocks.
Actually, it's
And
at the
that's Bill.
top.
Is it?
Woosocks outing, August 17th.
Oh, yeah.
August 17th.
It's like, oh,
She didn't
okay.
see that.
The biggest print, oh my gosh, how many times that happens to me?
Yeah. It's like, okay.
Is that big enough
There
for
it
you?
is up at the top.
Okay, so this we'll have to give to Bill. He's
Yeah, I
not
think
here to
that's fine,
finish
yeah.
that.
Yeah, write 2022 question mark on the top of that.
I got his voicemail, and it was very unusual, because he usually will call me back and let me know if he's gonna be available or not, and usually he is.
School vacation. Yeah,
I
maybe
think,
something,
I think he
with the
said he
kids.
wasn't going to be available this time.
'cause
He was
Also-
going away or something.
he goes up.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Also-
Did he have a
Something
wedding or
last time,
something?
yeah.
I think he might have had a wedding.
Also,
or
I
something.
got this, if anybody, they want us to attend a meeting, all the committees. So they would like us all to go to this meeting. Evidently, there's been committees that have overlapped each other, or I'm doing this and all of a sudden that committee's doing this and they don't know what they're doing, but they're having a, so if you can go, I got letters here, it's May 11th. It's at night, if anybody wants a thing.
What's this one for?
Yeah, so you can do that. So
John,
the
you
other
need it?
thing,
Yep.
John, do you want this?
Yep.
That's
okay.
what you sent us, you emailed us.
Yeah, those
Yeah,
are-
but I thought I'd
Working
print out a
on it.
couple anyway,
What
just
time-
to
what time
see.
is it?
Let's see, this
Um,
one.
May 11th
Uh,
at 6:30 or 6 o'clock.
Let's see, what is that time?
Should we have coffee and?
Oh, on that
Is it
day
that-
for that?
night?
Is it
They're
gonna be here?
Here, right?
We should have a candidates night. When is that gonna be?
Oh,
When are
wait,
we voting
wait,
for the
wait.
candidates?
Wait a minute, I'm having trouble
She's
with
on
that
this
with
one,
the notes.
yeah.
What's
May
the next one?
11th
At what
first.
Yeah.
time?
We're looking.
Who's
Yeah,
got the
we
paper?
are not seeing any time on that.
I think it's 6:30.
6:30?
Something like that, 6 or 6.
You know what, it's
Put a
on
question
the
mark.
calendar, you put it back?
Put it back.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And that's a
So,
meeting
calendar.
of all town
And
committees.
is it
At
definitely
6:30.
here?
Yes, and we're all
6:30?
invited
Oh,
to
he's
go,
got it,
so
okay.
if you,
He's got it
saw
on,
it?
it is 6:30.
6:30, yes.
Whoa, they have the Friends from 5 to 6 that day, okay. All right, 6:30.
So there'll be overlapping maybe on that day. God bless us.
Don't throw away the calendar thing. I know. Okay, so the other thing, I just got one more thing I wanna talk
Oh,
about.
but wait, but on May 11th, are we doing
Yeah.
snacks? Or not?
Well, it's not our party.
It's not, you're right.
No, it's
You can try
them
if you wanna.
that want us to be there. They're in charge of this meeting.
Okay.
Yeah, well,
It's not us, it's
And they're-
Administration, yeah.
They're asking for one person
Uh-huh.
to, to,
Coordinate.
To sponsor
to,
it?
to speak for the group. What does
Okay.
it say, I remember?
Yes, I
Oh.
want
They want someone to tell what's going on with the
Chance to
group.
get together
I
and
would
let each
assume
other know.
that's you, John.
Yeah, that's you, John.
Yeah. Oh,
So,
So
real
we
quickly,
could-
can I just touch on this real quickly and then I'm
Yeah.
all done?
All right.
So everybody's been asking for trips.
yeah.
I got a call to the Encore gambling place there. You go there, you get $20 food voucher, $30,
Plain.
slot play, plus you get, it costs you 25, I don't know what it's gonna cost you, $50, I guess, in watches, 50. He's gonna get back to me on that one, cause they want day trips. I'm also gonna call Fox and get their day trips, because people want day trips. But in the meantime, I have these wonderful Christmas trip, Myrtle Beach, really interesting.
Yes.
I called
Oh,
Diamond Tours, because everybody's talking about them. Now, this trip is 7 days, 6 nights
Oh my
for
God.
$710.
It's a good price.
It includes like 3 or 4 shows. It includes 10 meals, 6 breakfasts, 4 dinners, your rooms, and your shows. I mean, it should be for $710 a person. That's nothing.
Right, it's a good price.
So that's what I got. It's $695, but not quite sure with the bus, so I just said $710. That one, and then Mackinac Island.
What dates is that?
Anywhere, I haven't picked the date yet.
Oh,
I'm so-
okay.
Well, October 30th, November 6th, and the 13th. Those,
Until you pick all this.
yeah, I'm thinking November 6th or 13th.
Ooh, nice.
That's what I'm thinking. Because you don't want to get it too far where you might have snow.
Right.
And the other one is Mackinac Island, $650 for 6 nights, 10 meals. Of course, you stay overnight on the road one night.
Mhm.
And then they have tours of Mackinac Island, I think would be a lot of fun to go to. The prices are right, they say $639, but I'm just allowing for the gas, I just put in a couple more bucks for the gas or whatever.
What
What
time
did
of
you
year
say,
is that?
650?
Huh?
What time of year is that?
I would think they're all booked for the summer, September. Would be nice, but they have, they go in the summer too, but they ask for a $75 down deposit, and then I've heard such good things about this Diamond Tours, and
Yeah.
it sounds like, and you know, even our bus driver that took us to New Jersey said that.
Yeah.
She said, you
Bob
try
and,
Diamond Tours, Bob.
Right, Bob and Barbara who's in that group,
Yeah.
yeah,
And they're well seasoned with these.
yeah.
And then they have this one for Niagara Falls, which would be very nice. No, huh?
huh?
I don't know, I went there
Did you, not a great,
a couple of years ago when my son went up there to college. I mean, I guess if you went in the summer, who hasn't gone there?
Well, they have a lot of things. Your breakfasts are included, but this is that senior excursion, and that is not the price that we will get. It's $549 for 4 days, 3 nights.
it's a good price.
It's a
but
good
yeah.
price, but we're not going to get that
Right.
because he ended up going with Wilson's, and it
Okay.
costs more money. Wilson's is very expensive.
Yeah,
He said your
Wilson's
buses
is
up
up
here in
there.
New England are very expensive.
Yeah.
Diamond Tours seems to think that they'll be able to
Pull it off.
make it
yeah.
work, pull it off. I don't know. But anyways, I'm gonna be working on that. I don't know how many people will be interested.
Sign me up.
I think.
Cause she's gonna
I'd love
lead
to
it.
go to
so
Myrtle
that's good.
Beach myself.
That would
Yeah,
sound
Myrtle
warm-
Beach sounds
That sounds
good.
warmest to me.
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah,
real
but
nice.
I'd like to do
Yeah.
that
It's
at
cold here.
Christmas.
Yeah, yeah, that
I'd like to
sounds
do
real
the
nice.
Christmas-
Well, you said November, right?
Yeah,
Beginning of
November.
November?
Yep.
I would like to do November.
Yep, sounds good.
So, okay, so I just want you to know that we're working on that because people have been asking.
Anything else for you?
CPR.
I know, I went from like 2
CPR
pages of notes to
class.
4.
Yes, and I'm gonna tell you, Nancy, nobody is gonna go take,
What?
you asked me to check about the CPR
Yeah, yeah.
class. Judy O'Donnell's gonna do the CPR class,
Mm-hmm.
and it's called, Emergency CPR Defibrillator First Aid Heart Saver. It's Emergency Care and Safety, right, Institute. So she'll come and do it on May 13th at 1 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
For anybody who wants to do it, I think the board, we should vote that we should take care of our board members, the charge for that. So, we'll get a receipt from them, or how, I don't know how we'll work it yet. But you asked me to check with Laurie and Sandy, Bobby, Tony, and Mallory.
None of them can do it that day?
Laurie, no, Bobby, no,
Okay.
Mallory, no. I don't think they would do it even if you changed the day.
Okay, well, they all showed interest in the beginning.
I know, I know,
I
I
know
hear
it.
you.
Okay, no
But
problem.
Bev said she wants to observe. Pat, you're gonna
Yep,
come?
I'm coming.
Pat's coming.
Yep.
Sue said yes, Lorraine said yes, Nancy's yes,
I would
Now-
do that too.
yes. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 so
But
far.
she only really needs one. I'll let her know she only needs one instructor, or maybe 2, but she was trying to get 3. Because she says it was 6 per,
person.
not more
yeah.
than 6. She really likes to just have 5.
I mean, if you wanna throw it out there, you wanna put it in the, and I don't know if you wanna put it in the newsletter, or if we wanna ask anybody
We
else
could
here, any
ask other
volunteer,
volunteer, now, so,
volunteers.
Bill,
Give
we
them a
mentioned
copy.
him, but Ed and Richard,
They might wanna do it.
I'd love to do it, but I don't think I can get out that day.
especially what seems like it's gonna be a little more low-key.
Yeah, be careful with your back and stuff
Yeah.
getting down. Bev said she can't get down and get to it, you know.
Yeah, that's would be my concern.
Right,
I can't
Bonnie,
get on
that's
it.
I can get down, I just can't get up.
Take it back up. That's exactly it.
You're so little, we could pick you up.
Yes, that's right.
Again, the date on that, Claudia?
May 11th,
May 11th.
1 o'clock.
Well,
May
that's
No,
coming-
May
that's coming
13th,
up.
yeah.
May
May
13th.
13th.
meeting.
Oh, I did, I wrote 13.
Yeah, May
Yeah,
13th.
May 13th.
So
So
I'm
the
going
11th we
away
had
for
something
the
and the
next,
13th.
you're gonna see Ed and Richard in the morning. Could you ask them, and where, can you leave that list somewhere?
Actually,
So-
Claudia's gonna see him in the morning, because
Oh.
I have a doctor appointment.
So.
Yeah,
My doctor's office changed
Can you
it from
check-
Tuesday.
Glad you
to
confirmed that, I forgot.
Yes,
And
1
then
o'clock
Oh,
Richard,
yes.
for the
Well, I was
CPR.
supposed to
Yeah.
go on
May
Tuesday,
13th
but
at
they,
1.
her schedule changed, so they changed it, but it's a
course you
dermatologist,
can.
and I wanna wait 3 months.
All right, any further business to come before the meeting?
Is there anyone else you think of that we should check with on the CPR? Now that, I made that list of volunteers over there.
I'm waiting
Did
for
anyone see
my,
that list? We'll go over that list.
Yeah.
Before I give you
I'll
the,
look at that list.
thing.
Oh, well, we
So
should bring
what
that
did you
up. Let
want
me
me
show
to
that
do?
to everybody.
What did you want me to do tomorrow, and then I said I wasn't gonna do it?
Ask
Where
Ed
did
and
you take
Richard
it?
about
I
whether
took
they
it at
want
the
to do the
farm.
CPR. So
I took
John,
it
I made this
Tina
list.
needed it to make donuts and stuff at the farm.
Oh.
And so the
Where's the
farmers
whole
were,
list?
had to get it for they do it in
Oh,
the house, so
dying of heat.
Tina said,
I
"You
must be
wanna
having a
take
hot
it with me?"
flash.
I said, sure.
Good idea.
Was it different than the
Yeah.
one we took?
Same exact thing, you know.
Was it as hard?
It was just as hard.
So I made this
There was
list of
3 different
volunteers, so if
tests,
someone
so
needs someone to
everybody
cover,
did
or
the same
someone
test.
calls
Oh,
about
so you couldn't
something,
cheat.
and we
Well,
say, oh
it
gee,
was
you
very
know, I don't
helpful,
know,
though.
who are you
I
gonna
mean, if you
talk
had
to
a
about
question
knitting? You know, we go
that,
here and we
You
give
didn't
that
know
phone
what
number.
something meant or
Oh,
something.
and
He would
then
help you. He was very nice.
this for all volunteers, we have a list up there now for volunteers.
Oh, great.
Sorry,
And
darling.
it tells you what your main phone, it tells us, so if someone calls, I'm always running over to the newsletter.
Right,
To find
right.
Sharon's phone number, to find
Yes.
something, you know, someone's
Yes.
calling about. So this has our phone number,
Now you don't have
the
the phone number.
volunteer
in the
desk phone
newsletter,
number,
do you?
emails for Claudia, emails for that
Good.
computer.
I like that. That's
Sharon's number for the rides.
Yes,
So you don't have to go
transportation.
running around, talking about the thermostat controls,
Uh-huh,
cleaning the microwave,
yes.
After you use
How many
it.
of these do you have, Nancy? Because I have
a couple of these.
covers at home put over, you know,
Yeah, we just
sleeves
got
to
that
put them
here.
in.
Oh, well, I don't know if we were just taping it up.
You could use a
With the
sleeve, it'd
sleeve?
stay nicer with
Yeah,
a
I've got
sleeve.
plenty of those too.
It would stay nicer.
Mm.
So should we ask Pat Woodard? See, this is a list for tomorrow, if you're gonna be here on the way.
Alright, check and see who wants to
If
come.
any of those people that we haven't already asked want to do the CPR thing. It's only Pat. I don't think we need to ask Charles.
No, he's got in the hospital with a defibrillator.
Yeah, I knew with this
Pacemaker.
pacemaker. So I think we've covered almost everyone on that list except for Richard
I'd like to
and-
come as an observer.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bev is
Yes.
too, Bev is too.
Yes,
Because you
good.
know-
Yes.
like Beverly wants to know how to use the
Yeah.
defibrillator. So,
I don't even know.
because that is, you still have to get down. If
Right.
the person's down, you still get down. But-
It's
Okay.
good to get educated though,
Well,
you
in
know, it
in
really
an
is.
emergency, you're gonna get down anyway. If you
Right,
understand,
right.
yeah.
Your
Whether you're gonna
husband's,
get up
you
or
know,
not,
yeah.
you're gonna get down to help that
You
people,
better believe
so,
it,
Yeah.
yeah,
I
you would,
mean-
absolutely.
We're not that bad.
Right.
We'll crawl our way out.
Right, right.
Any other news? Anything that everybody's covered? This is your job, Sean.
I do have one thing. I have a young lady, who called about community service hours, and she needs 28 hours by May 20th. So she's coming in tomorrow afternoon to meet with me. I kinda wanna, I like to meet with them before I,
Is she in school somewhere locally?
yeah, she's in school and she works part-time at Papa Gino's. So.
What school does she go to?
I believe it's Quabbin. She lives in Hubbardston. It's either Quabbin or Monty Tech. But
Do you
she's
know her
coming
name?
in tomorrow.
Her name?
I have her name
Oh,
written
that's all right,
down.
don't worry.
Yeah.
How about the volunteering for the day of the ice cream social? And use people.
That's
Too late.
after.
She
Too
needs
late.
it by the
Too late.
28th.
Of
20th of May.
20th.
20th.
May.
Gee, there's nothing going on before that.
I know.
Sandra might be able to use her.
Well, I talked
Parks and
to,
Rec.
Parks and Rec, cleaning up down at the,
Yeah, she's,
Plenty of
Sandra's
time,
looking for
yeah.
people.
is she?
yeah.
Okay. You can give me her number tomorrow when I come
Yeah.
in.
Yeah, because they're gonna be cleaning up the grounds and stuff.
Mhm. Getting ready for
Especially
Memorial
for
Day.
Memorial Day, exactly.
Yep.
Even the,
Oh, that'd be
the
good.
cemetery department,
Yeah.
probably
Okay.
use her.
Oh, boy.
Okay, or Sandra. All right. I'll get that from you tomorrow.
Don't let me forget that.
I won't, cause she's
Rain's
coming
not
in. She's coming in, so I won't forget.
Okay. All right. That's all.
Are we ready?
I think we're all done,
Saying to
John.
myself, I'm running a very loose meeting here.
There you go.
Well, you're
guy.
outnumbered.
I'm outnumbered
You're
6 to 1.
outnumbered.
Yes,
by
exactly.
so-
Well, there's so
Bill,
much
no
to talk
Ken.
about,
Oh, yeah,
so much to
yeah.
talk.
There is a lot
But
going on.
Claudia hasn't been gone, so we
So
really have.
motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Your motion to adjourn.
I
You give one of
motion
these
to
to Lauren.
adjourn.
All in favor?
Aye.
Pat
Yes, I do.
seconded.
I put it in.
Yep.
I'm gonna go home and eat my
Pat seconded,
supper.
yep, I seconded.
Yeah, really.
Ah, me
I
too.
just wrote my
Seven.
name down.